Okay, I think I'm live on YouTube. Chase, we can see you on YouTube. Want to wave?
Hi.
There's Chase's hand. Doesn't look like we're live yet on Facebook. Are you gonna make a mess? Why are you making a mess? Put that back, please. Most of that is your stuff. Hi, YouTubers. How are you? Hi, Facebookers. How are you? I don't have either of you, or I don't have Facebook up yet. It says to check optimal resolution. I don't really know how to do that. Warning, please check your video resolution. Okay, I'd love to. How do I do that? Could you tell me a little bit more? Webcam? No. Manage? No. Stream Now Classic? I don't know. Oh, Facebook, you're ready to roll now. How are you doing? How are all my Facebook people? I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Doesn't allow me to do that here. So, cross post. I guess I will do that one more time. Hi, Olivia. How are you? Welcome back. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great day today. Hi, Tasimas, Tyson, and Penelope. How are you? Sometimes you watch on both, so I'll say hello on both. Hi. Hi. Who else do we have? YouTube is, let's see here. Stream is healthy. Why is it healthy there? Poor, serious issue that needs attention. It doesn't tell me how to change it. Oh, boy. All right, any other watchers? Anybody else on board here? The Gills. Hi, Gill family. Rylan and Brinley and Tessa. Tessa's not a Gill. Sorry, Tessa Amos. Hi, Tessa. Welcome back. So the Gills, the Tessa Amos is here. The Tassimas are here. Olivia's here. It's great to have you here. Thank you for watching. We might also have the Growth family. They would be over here if they were watching. Hi, Growth family. Jace Manningly, how are you if you're watching? Ariana Bain, how are you if you're watching? The Calderwoods, I think they're here. Hi, Calderwoods. Thanks for watching. So several people probably watching right now. That's great. Oh, man, I think I messed it up. Reggie. Hi, Reggie. Thanks for watching. Today is a special day for several different reasons. The first one, and probably the most obvious, is if you are any sort of a Star Wars fan, today is May 4th. So we often say May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you all. If the Thompsons were watching, Mrs. Thompson, her family loves Star Wars, so they would love that. She probably had a t-shirt on or something that said May the 4th be with you. Another reason why today is special is because today is Mrs. Faber's birthday. So if you are in Mrs. Faber's class, I hope you had a chance to say happy birthday to her. I think she turned 29 today. And the other reason why this day is special is because it starts off Teacher Appreciation Week. So I don't know if you told your teacher how much you appreciate them, but if you haven't, sometime this week would be very nice for you to mention to them how much you appreciate them and how much hard work. You know, there were a lot of posts that went around about how overnight the teachers changed the way we do education in this country, and I could not agree more. They really have done an amazing job trying to make sure that your kids are trying to learn and that they're still connecting with them and make them feel, a part of their class. So great job to them. I appreciate them every day. So I hope you take a moment to just say thank you. So, but that's up to you. I am not your mama. So anyway, we have 2 books for you tonight. Same author. One I have read to you, one I have not. So I think I will start with the one that I have read to you. I'll get to that in a second. Hi, Jackson and Harper Miller. How are you guys doing? Thanks for watching. Welcome. I did want to mention, so I don't know if you are watching from, I'm going to try to find it just so I know. I'm going to try to keep up with this. If you are watching from the Johnsburg, I tried to put that in my email tonight. Oh, that's nice. Somebody wrote something nice for Mrs. Johnson. If you are watching from the Johnsburg 12 site and you're posting something, I don't get to see that one. So that's why I encourage all of you, if you're watching, to go to the Ringwood School Primary Center page and watch from there. It's so much easier for me. I could tell that that I could see when you're doing that. Oh, there we go. Lucy, are you on here? Lucy's on here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, but this is the Ring website. I don't understand. So anyway, it's easier for me. Close. I do not want to watch the video of me reading. If you're making a comment on it from the Johnsburg 12 site, I don't see those comments. I can only see the comments that you make from the Ringwood School Primary Center site. So if you're watching, it would be easier if you went there and post your comment there so that I can make sure I shout out to whoever you put down. If it's your kids that are watching, I want to make sure that I can say something to them. So please watch from here. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to do that crossover anymore. I think tonight's going to be the last night of that. I feel bad when people put something on there and I don't know that they're putting something on there. So anyway, I have a few more hellos to catch up with. I said hello to Lucy Smith, but I did not say hello to Lucy Smith's cat. So now we're good. Lucy's cat and I. Hi, Shimon. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Hi, Ryder. Thanks for watching. Okay. Lily Cassidy. Hi, how are you? We dropped off something. That's so nice. They dropped off something from Mrs. Wazinski, who's a great teacher. All right, you guys. Ready to start here listening to some books? I hope you like them. The first one, as I told you, is one that I read. These are both Kevin Henkes books. He's one of my favorite authors. I think I say that every time to every different author, but he is. This one is Chrysanthemum. And after Chrysanthemum, we'll read another Kevin Henkes book that I don't believe I've read to you yet. So, hi, Christopher. How are you doing? Chrysanthemum by Kevin Henkes. The day she was born was the happiest day in her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. Absolutely, said her father. And she was. She was absolutely perfect. Just like all of you when you were born. Hey, Olivia. Didn't I already say hello to Olivia? Do you just like writing it again? That's okay. I just want to make sure I said hello to you. Her name must be everything she is, said her mother. Her name must be absolutely perfect, said her father. And it was. Chrysanthemum. Her parents named her Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum grew and grew and grew, and when she grew old enough to appreciate it, Chrysanthemum loved her name. She loved the way it sounded when her mother woke her up. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner. And she loved the way it sounded when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum loved the way her name looked when it was written with ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked when it was written with icing on her birthday cake. And she loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with a fat orange crayon. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum thought her name was absolutely perfect, and then she started school. On the first day, Chrysanthemum wore her sunniest dress and her brightest smile. She ran all the way. She was so excited. Hooray, said Chrysanthemum. School! But when Mrs. Chudd took roll call, everyone giggled upon hearing Chrysanthemum's name. There's Mrs. Chudd. Don, Eve, Louie, Al, Les, Kay, Max, Sue, Bill, Pat, Tom, Sam, Ken, Joe, Rita, Victoria, Chrysanthemum. Hi, Lincoln Lily. Thanks for watching. Hi, Gilbert family. Thanks for watching. Hi, Gilbert family. Thanks for watching. And so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on your name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and informed Mrs. Chudd that Chrysanthemum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's exactly half as many letters there are in the entire alphabet, Victoria explained. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Mrs. Chudd. Now put your head down. If I had a name like yours, I'd change it, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. I wish I could, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. My name is too long. It scarcely fits on my name tag, and I'm named after a flower. Oh, pish, said her mother. Your name is beautiful. And precious and priceless and fascinating and winsome, said her father. It's everything you are, said her mother. Absolutely perfect, said her father. Parents always have a way to cheer people up. Chrysanthemum felt much better after her favorite dinner, macaroni and cheese with ketchup, and an evening filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that her name was Jane. It was an extremely pleasant dream. The next morning, Chrysanthemum wore her most comfortable jumper. She walked to school as slowly as she could. She dragged her feet in the dirt. Chrysanthemum, 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 she wrote. She even looks like a flower, said Victoria as Chrysanthemum entered the playground. Let's pick her, said Rita, pointing. Let's smell her, said Joe. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the word dreadful. That is a good word. If I were writing right now, I would think of a way to use a word like dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and said, a chrysanthemum is a flower. It lives in a garden with worms and other dirty things. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Mrs. Chud. Now put your head down. I just cannot believe your name, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. Neither can I, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. I don't know if I was holding that book up so you could see it. I am so sorry. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. They said I even look like a flower. They pretended to pick me and smell me. Oh, pish, said her mother. They're just jealous. And envious and begrudging and discontented and jaundiced, said her father. Who wouldn't be jealous of a name like yours, said her mother. After all, it's absolutely perfect, said her father. Chrysanthemum felt a trifle better after her favorite dessert, chocolate cake with buttercream frosting, and another evening filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that she really was a chrysanthemum. She sprouted leaves and petals. Victoria picked her and plucked the leaves and petals one by one until there was nothing left but a scrawny stem. It was the worst nightmare of Chrysanthemum's life. Chrysanthemum wore her outfit with 7 pockets the next morning. She loaded the pockets with her most prized possessions and her good luck charms. Chrysanthemum took the longest route possible to school. She stopped and stared at each and every flower. Chrysanthemum, 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 the flowers seemed to say. Hi, CJ and Cam. How are you? Oh, don't worry about being late. Better late than never. I'm glad the Pearlies are here. That morning, the students were introduced to Mrs. Twinkle, the music teacher. Her voice was like something out of a dream, as was everything else about her. The students were speechless. They thought Mrs. Twinkle was an indescribable wonder. They went out of their way to make a nice impression. Mrs. Twinkle led the students in scales. Then she assigned roles for the class musical. Victoria was chosen as the dainty fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess. Joe was chosen as the all-important pixie messenger. And Chrysanthemum was chosen to be a daisy. Not much of a stretch for Chrysanthemum's a daisy, chrysanthemum's a daisy, Joe, Rita, and Victoria chanted, thinking it was wildly funny. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. What's so humorous? Asked Mrs. Twinkle. Chrysanthemum was the answer. Her name is so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on her name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. She's named after a flower. My name is Long, said Mrs. Twinkle. I forgot my Mrs. Twinkle voice. It is, said Joe. My name would scarcely fit on a name tag, said Mrs. Twinkle. It would, said Rita, pointing. And, said Mrs. Twinkle, I'm named after a flower, too. You are? Said Victoria. Yes, said Mrs. Twinkle. My name is Delphinium. Delphinium Twinkle. And if my baby is a girl, I'm considering Chrysanthemum as the name. I think it's absolutely perfect. Chrysanthemum could scarcely believe her ears. She blushed. She beamed. She bloomed. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Joe, Rita, and Victoria looked at Chrysanthemum longingly. Call me Marigold, said Joe. I'm Carnation, said Rita, pointing. My name is Lily of the Valley, said Victoria. Chrysanthemum did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She knew it. Epilogue, the little story after the story. Overall, the class musical was a huge success. Chrysanthemum was absolutely perfect as a daisy. Victoria made the only mistake. She completely forgot her lines as the dainty fairy queen. Chrysanthemum thought it was wildly funny, and she giggled throughout the entire dance of the flowers. Eventually, Mrs. Twinkle gave birth to a healthy baby girl, and of course, she named her Chrysanthemum. All right, I hope you liked the second reading of Chrysanthemum. As I mentioned, we have a second Kevin Henkes book. Let me just make sure I'm all caught up with names. Let's see, Christopher, Ryder. Yep, all caught up. Good. Hi, Travis. How are you doing? Thanks for watching. I'm glad you're on board. Okay, so this is a new book. Oh, no. Let me rephrase that. This is a very old book, but it's new to us. I haven't read it to us yet. It's Kevin Henkes. It's a Caldecott Honor book. It's Owen. Kind of like that name. Owen by Kevin Henkes. Judging from this first picture, what do you think Owen's going to be about? I don't know who Owen is. Is it that boy? What could it be about if it's not? What if I told you it is not that boy? I'm wrong. It is that boy. I forgot. It's been a long time since I read this. Owen had a fuzzy yellow blanket. He'd had it since he was a baby. He loved it with all of his heart. That's it. Sorry. My bad. Fuzzy. That's who I thought it was. Fuzzy goes where I go, said Owen, and Fuzzy did. Upstairs, downstairs, in between, inside, outside, upside down. Fuzzy likes what I like, said Owen, and Fuzzy did. Orange juice. It's bedtime after this. Orange juice, grape juice, chocolate milk, ice cream, peanut butter, applesauce. Fuzzy's messy. Isn't he getting a little old to be Isn't he getting... Oh, no, Mrs. Tweezers. Isn't he getting a little old to be carrying that thing around? Asked Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the blanket fairy? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. That night, Owen's parents told Owen to put Fuzzy under his pillow. In the morning, Fuzzy would be gone, but the blanket fairy would leave an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific big boy gift in its place. Owen stuffed Fuzzy inside his pajama pants and went to sleep. No blanket fairy, said Owen in the morning. No kidding, said Owen's mother. No wonder, said Owen's father. Fuzzy's dirty, said Owen's mother. Fuzzy's torn and ratty, said Owen's father. Nope, Owen said. Fuzzy is perfect. And Fuzzy was. Fuzzy played Captain Plunger with Owen. Fuzzy helped Owen become invisible. Bet you can't see me. I think they could see him just fine. And Fuzzy was essential when it came to nail clippings and haircuts and trips to the dentist. Can't be a baby forever, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you ever heard of the vinegar trick? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. When Owen wasn't looking, his father dipped Owen's favorite corner of Fuzzy into a jar of vinegar. Owen sniffed it and smelled it and sniffed it. He picked a new favorite corner. Then he rubbed the smelly corner all around the sandbox, buried it in the garden, and dug it up again. Good as new, said Owen. Owen keeps finding a way to keep Fuzzy. Fuzzy wasn't very fuzzy anymore, but Owen didn't mind. He carried it and wore it and dragged it. He sucked it and hugged it and twisted it. What are we going to do? Asked Owen's mother. School is starting soon, said Owen's father. Can't bring a blanket to school, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you ever heard of saying no? Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezer filled them in. I have to bring Fuzzy to school, said Owen. No, said Owen's mother. No, said Owen's father. Owen buried his face in Fuzzy. He started to cry and would not stop. Don't worry, said Owen's mother. It'll be all right, said Owen's father. And then suddenly Owen's mother said, I have an idea. It was an absolutely wonderfully, positively perfect, especially terrific idea. First, she snipped, then she sewed, then she snipped again and sewed some more. Sorry. Snip, snip, sew. Dry your eyes, wipe your nose, hooray, hooray, hooray. Now Owen carried one of his not-so-fuzzy handkerchiefs with him wherever he goes. So she made Fuzzy into a handkerchief. And Mrs. Tweezers doesn't say a thing. Oh, look what she's got. She's got her own version of it. So maybe she had a blanket, and that's what her parents did to her years ago. All right, that is Owen. I hope you liked my Kevin Henkes books tonight. Thank you so much for watching and coming back to us on this Monday. As I mentioned, today is May the 4th Be With You Day, Star Wars Day. It's also Mrs. Faber's birthday. And what was the other one? Teacher Appreciation Week. So make sure at some point, if you have a moment, to make sure you're saying hi and thank you to your teachers. They are working so hard. Okay. I think that does it for... Oh, and tonight's going to be the last night I do that crossover. So if you're watching from the Johnsburg 12 page, please come over to the Ringwood School Primary Center page so you could leave a message here and I could read it off. So that would be great. All right, I'm going to say goodnight to my YouTube people first. Good night, Travis Melnick. Thanks for watching. Good night. You like those? We love the Owen story. Lily has a special blanket. I've had all my kids have something like that. Good night, Lily. Thanks for watching. I'm going to sign off of here for you guys. And